to a special episode of NBA 2K TV.
Ready to earn some VC with some 2K TV Interactive?
For your Portland Trail Blazers. Number 00.
Hello, and here's Memphis' starting group. They've got Desmond Bain, Santi Aldama out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Prez. Avdia at the 3. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Robert Williams, and it's Henderson in at the 1. Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
As individuals and as a team.
Pass to Williams. And here's Simons outside. Memphis with a rebound. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that
and came away with nothing to show for it.
Now here's Morant. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Henderson. And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, and now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Jackson. Boy, he really had an off game against the Wizards. And the dunk by Jackson.
Putting that LinkedIn athleticism to use. Jackson rises up.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And he makes the first.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Here's Prez. And it's all from three-point range. The 3. And there's Simons. That one's good. On the assist by Henderson. Simons has got 7 points in the game. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. Henderson against Morant. Pass to Prez. Jacks up a 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. And these are the best teams this season when it comes to converting points off turnovers. The Grizzlies, second.
They anticipate well defensively, force a lot of mistakes, and quickly turn defense into offense.
And here's Simons. 23 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And now the Grizzlies on the run. It doesn't go for him. Ayton with the defensive effort. Avdia, right side. Pass to Henderson. Ooh, poked away. Now Morant. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Now here's Jackson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding the hot hand.
Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day. Now here's Avdia, coming off a 16-point game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
Right side Morant. Yes, it's good. And it's a tie ball game.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Simon's shot is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. So a moment now to see the story for Jeremy Grant. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes play. Aldama, the pass to Bain. Back to Aldama. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 5.
Well, when Aiden's coming at you with that size, it changes your shot.
It's Abdia on the wing. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Aldama outside. On the wing, Bain. Oh, Williams with the block.
Yeah, Williams gets at least one swat a game. He's got great anticipation.
Pass to Aiden. Soft touch off the glass.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant, the pass to Prez. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Henderson. Second chance shot. And it's Simons missing.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building. Plus, you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
He misses the free throw. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Hey, guys. Well, this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, thank you. Here's Prez. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. On the wing, Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And Morant with the basket on the assist by Bain. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
Well, normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. It's good to see him being effective off the ball.
Simons. Memphis with a rebound. Bain with it. Henderson picks him up. Shot is up. And the basket by Bain.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Simons outside. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, every team needs a guy like Williams who's willing to do the dirty.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Prez. He's covered by Simons. Here's Prez. That three's off the mark. Portland leading by 4. Here's Henderson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
The third pick in 2023. Henderson anointed as a franchise piece. But he took his lumps in year 1, Stan.
Well, Brian, look, the hardest position to play in the NBA is as a point guard. And so this guy has the athleticism and the skill but there's so much to learn in terms of decision making. This guy's going to be a
changes here for Portland. Aiden, he's checked in for Reith. Avdia comes in for Grant. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Sharp. Aiden finds Simons. Got it. And Simons has got 5 points now this quarter.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
And so it's Moran who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. 7-point differential on the court for Memphis. They've got Ja Morant. Santi Aldama out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's Jaren Jackson, and it's Prez in at the 2. Here's Jackson, and Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Avdia against Bain. Avdia can't get it to go.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Here's Prez, defended by Henderson. Bain, the pass to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Free throw line jumper, and it's good for 2. Morant's got 7 points.
Well, the defense is going to give Morant that shot. They're trying as hard as they can to defend the rim. That opens up the mid-range jumper.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Simons. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him. 18 points for him.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Bain. To the right side. Henderson against Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Well, Morant is so athletic that he finds himself at the free throw line a lot.
The free throw drops for Morant. You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
When asked about Desmond Bain, Coach Taylor Jenkins said he's grown into a leadership role. Guys look to him because he sets an example. Bain said experience is the best teacher. Being in this league for several years, you start to...
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
The Grizzlies, 71.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, you look at Anthony Simons. He's been playing really well.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Scoot at the 1 with Simons at the 2. Denny Avdia out there with Robert Williams. And it's Reith in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Second chance points. Jackson using his size on the offensive glass.
And it's Simons missing. Memphis leading. Morant with it. Williams grabs the board. Avdia, good look. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Avdia's got 10 points.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with two hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. There's Simons with a three. Can't hit that one. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Morant. Here's Prez. Nice D from Henderson. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Coach, it's such a difficult transition to the NBA. Scoot Henderson joins from the G League Ignite. What do you see in his game?
Well, look, I see a really talented guy who plays the game hard. What you've got to get improvement in are the 2 areas that most people have to improve in: shooting and decision-making.
Portland making a switch here. Ayton's checked in.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And here's Morant outside. That's his 6 making 11 tries.
Wow. When Morant is hitting the 3, he becomes basically unguardable.
Henderson, the pass to Simons. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Avdia. 10 points for him. Now here's Henderson.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
5 to shoot. Here's Prez. And it's Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Oh, and Jackson with the block.
You have to be aware of Jackson Jr. He's a former defensive player of the year and an elite shot blocker.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Timeout called. Portland. Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
Simons outside. Here's Henderson. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, some energy from Ayton there.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 1. Here's Prez. He's covered by Simons. And it's Prez missing. Portland has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And it's Simons missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Prez. Aldama outside. Pass to Jackson. Over Ayton. Jackson can't get it to go. We've got a close game here in Portland. For the lead. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. hardworking people in a hardworking city, and they want a hardworking team.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. Well, some great scores in the NBA right now, Stan. Anyone you think doesn't get enough credit for their offensive talents?
Wow, Brian, that is a tough question. So many guys putting up such big numbers right now. Devin Booker maybe still a little overshadowed by Kevin Durant. De'Aaron Fox maybe overshadowed by Sabonis. And Tyrese Maxey certainly is overshadowed playing with Embiid.
We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Now Simons. He's got 21. That one falls. Simons got 23 points.
It took 6 attempts, but he finally hits a shot.
Morant, the pass to Bane. And here's Morant. 19 points in the game. Aldama, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
There's Simons with a 3. Knocks it down from distance. And it's a 4-point Portland lead.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Here's Prez. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Henderson with it, guarded by Morant. Here's Simons. Over Bane. Goes up again. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, you expect this from Ayton. For him to shrug off contact inside and power his way to a bucket.
Pass to Prez. Left side Bane. Here's Prez. He's covered by Simons. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Cash money on the open jump shot. 28 points for him.
Man, once Simons found his rhythm, he's been nonstop.
Morant looking around, looking to end the run. The shot comes out. Trailblazers lead by 8. Here's Simons. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Here's Henderson. 7 points in the game. And Morant clears the board. Morant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured team.
And some changes here for Portland. Grant's checked in for Ayton, and it's Sharp in for Simons.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jackson. And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second generation. Grizzlies trail by 3. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Desmond Bane is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Prez in at the shooting guard position. Here's Simons. And he makes it on the layup. Simons got 30.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Pass to Jackson. Over Williams. Jackson can't get it to go.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
And sends it home with some pass.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. And so Moran will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 7, looking to get it going. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Anthony Simons. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them.
They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharpe, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to Prez. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Morant with it. Now Sharpe defending. Clock at 6. Morant, no good.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Portland leading by 9. To the inside. Simons goes back up. And the shot is good off the backboard. Simons has got 14 points here in the second half.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Moran. Kicks it out to Bain. Good. And the setup by Moran. Grant finds Simons. And the shot goes in. Simons has got 8 points in the quarter.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Pass to Prez. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Connects from downtown.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Time called here. The Trailblazers decide to talk it over. And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Chris.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it. You got Moran, Bain, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Simon, shot is good.
Simon shows off that soft touch inside.
On the wing, Bain. Pass to Prez. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Portland with a rebound. Williams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Three-pointer Sharpe. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Prez. Here's the 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Shoots from 12. Grant, great positioning on the putback. Grant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's just a strong effort by Grant to follow the miss and save the possession.
Pass to Aldama. Out to the right wing. Inside. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, boy, Henderson has a flair for the dramatic. What a block.
Sharpe passes to Henderson. Pass to Williams. Kept alive.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Grizzlies trail by 13. Here's Prez. He's covered by Simons. Here's Prez. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment. Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Payne, the pass to Jackson. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Simons passes to Graham. Back to Simons from outside the arc. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 8 now. Right side Payne. They still need this. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
And here's Simons outside. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
And it's Prez missing.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point, you have to start making these.
Oh, hello! Time Lord with the oop.
Well, a well-aimed pass sets Williams up for success so that he can just power it down.
Morant pass to Jackson. Aldama outside. Here's Prez. He's covered by Simons. 4 on the clock. Grant with a steal. Here we go. Henderson outside. Here he goes. Yep, that one goes.
You love seeing the young guard Henderson take charge like this, making things happen on the drive.
Timeout called. Memphis.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Simons.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
You could tell all that losing was starting to get to him, and they looked at him to help him get back on the right path. That's exactly what he was able to do here tonight. And here's Simons outside. Counted from distance. Simons got 41.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Here's Morant. It's tipped. Here's Jackson. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Jackson's gotten 4 this quarter. Here's Henderson. Pass to Graham. 3-pointer. Aldama grabs the board.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Chalk up 2 there.
Just look at the body of Bane. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
Henderson with it. And he can't get that one. Excellent D there from Aldama. Morant against Henderson. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
And this is what's so special about Morant's game. His mobility and his explosiveness.
Pass to Williams. Morant against Henderson. Morant with a defensive effort. Grizzlies trail by 9. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 8 assists here tonight.
Again, it's Jackson Jr. His combination of size and shooting can be deadly.
Henderson finds Williams. Now here's Simons. Tightly guarded. Again, the miss by Portland. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. Pass to Morant. Aldama outside. here's Jackson. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
It goes on Denny Abdia. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
Well, the son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. plays the game with great instincts, particularly on the defensive end. You can see he learned the game growing up.
Klingin, he's checked in for Grant. And the Trailblazers call time here. At this point in the game, fourth quarter, it's always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the plans, these players are getting a much-needed chance to get hydrated with some Gatorade. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kamara's checked in. So it's Portland now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Simon's shot is good.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
A chance to get a quick injury report. And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on DeAndre Ayton.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Trailblazers. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. They're certainly thinking player safety first, so they'll likely err on the side of caution, but it does change their plans a bit.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
Well, former late first-round pick in 2018, Simons continues to prove the doubters wrong with his fantastic scoring ability.
Walker, he's checked in for Portland. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, despite standing about 6'2", Henderson has a big-time vertical, and he plays a lot bigger than his height.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Walker. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Aldama. On the wing Bay. Here's Prez. Looking to end this cold spell. No good. A bit long that time.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it. But you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Second team foul. At the line,
and he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough on the miss.
Yeah, a ripped physical guard. Henderson's competitive nature and drive to keep improving is really impressive.
Grizzlies trail by 8. It's stolen by Henderson. Pass to Avdia. Now Simons. Back to Williams. From deep. And there's Simons. That one's good. On the assist from Williams. Simons has got 47 points. With a 3-pointer of their own.
A strong 3-point shooter. Jackson Jr. responds.
I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
And it's Simons missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Hey, the pass to Aldama. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And look at how well Aldama moves. setting the screen, but then quickly moving into scoring position.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So Portland takes the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.